the people coming in. It's a bit sad that my face cam not show more of the shirt. Well. I still love it. I don't wear it that often because I'm afraid to destroy it when I wash it too often or whatever. But
yeah. I realized like the first few times I washed mine, it started kind of getting some like beads on it, kind of, and I was like, oh no. But then it seemed to be fine after that. So I don't know, but yeah, I'm so happy you're wearing it.
yes, I'm so happy I got it. So I was pretty good that we could ship it to Germany, and it was all working. It was
Yeah, no, I'm really, that's really cool that they were able to ship it over there. And
yes.
yeah,
I
I
was
know it probably
amazing.
was a little pricey, but hopefully it's worth it.
I didn't pay the shipping.
Really?
Nope. I got the shipping, yeah, for free.
What? Nice.
So
Okay.
even
That's even
better.
better.
Yes.
Yeah, even better.
I mean, I think we decided for the cheapest one, but I didn't pay it. So yeah. But I'm glad
Cool.
I have it. So yeah.
Yeah.
Need to do more pictures in it, but later. So we start asking questions yet. I mean, some of you can start asking questions, but I would say, first of all, hi Linda, so I don't forget someone. I mean, at first I would maybe say, Brenna, you could maybe say shortly who you are, what you do, and then we could start the question section.
Okay. Yeah, so hey everyone, my name's Brenna Schubert. I'm from the US. I'm 23 years old and I started go-karting when I was 10 years old. Kind of moved up the ranks. I started in indoor karting, won some championships, got some track records, and then I progressed to outdoor karting. Um, and now I race X30 and K100 in the national level. And then recently I started moving to cars, and I just won August 1st to 3rd. I won the PT Autosport Aspiring Driver Shootout, which was a shootout taking place in Porsche Boxers. And yeah, so I'm sure I'll probably go into more detail, but that's kind of the gist of things.
Definitely. By the way, it's normal that my chat is screaming when they see each other. So that's really normal. They just scream at each other when they see each other for the first time in chat. So
Okay,
they even
got it.
scream your name. So yeah,
I like the enthusiasm, you know.
yeah. We have maybe not the biggest crowd to watch these streams or whatever, but we have the most enthusiastic ones. So
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
we're just happy to see each other. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So, but I don't will read all your screaming notes. So we just jump over this. So yeah, guys, when you have any questions, you can put it in the chat. You know how it works. Oh, there is the first question. If you were an animal, what animal would you be?
Oh, that's an easy one. And I also have a pretty cool story about that. So, I am obsessed with tigers. Like ever since I was like 10 years old, I've been obsessed with them. I've held tigers, like baby tigers and like 3-month-old tigers before. Like I'm obsessed with them. And the Porsche shootout that I won, PT Autosport shootout that I just won, and now I have a driver partnership with the team. PT Autosport stands for Panda Tiger Autosport. Isn't that like, I don't know, I just think that's like fate. Like it's like
It's a
I've been
sign.
obsessed with tigers for so long, and now I'm on I'm on a team that is called Panda Tiger Autosport. Like I think that's so cool.
That's definitely a sign. I remember we spoke about this last time too. I'm not sure why, but we spoke about it too. And I think tigers are pretty cool. I mean, they are cats more or less, so they're
Yeah,
pretty
of
cool.
course you're gonna love them, right?
Yes. Okay, Linda wants the question of all questions right at the beginning, so we just go over it because then it's done. We always ask our guests pineapple on pizza, yes or no.
I'm gonna have to say probably no. I Yeah, I don't know. Like I had it once and it was like tolerable, but I'm not a fan. I want my pizza plain. I just want a nice slice of, you know, saucy cheesy pizza. And I love pizza, so
Yeah, our chat is really divided. So some are yes, some are no. So it's but this question is we ask them everyone on stream. We ask these questions, so it's the question of all questions.
well,
So
I'm sorry to disappoint Linda. I'm sorry.
yes, she needs more people behind her with the pineapple on pizzas. I think the no is pretty often. Let me check. I have a list. Of course, I have a list. We are at the moment with you. It's 4-1, no pineapple on pizza. I can't even remember who the one yes was, but okay. But we all
Sorry,
love pizza, so it's okay.
Pizza is the best food. It's probably my favorite food.
Yeah, maybe not the favorite, but very favorite food. Yeah, pizza is amazing. We have some iRacing freaks here in this chat, and when they
Okay.
or we have a 24-hour race, it's mostly pizza time. So we have a tradition of pizza.
Okay.
What's your favorite racetrack?
So the favorite my favorite racetrack that I've been on is probably Calabogie Motorsports Park in Canada. It's like 3.5 miles. So I think that's like over 5 kilometers. Don't quote me, but and it's just so beautiful. The scenery, the turns are just such a cool combination of turns, and it's just amazing. Um, and then I guess like my favorite track that I have not been on, but maybe dabbled with on sim racing or something. I guess one would be Laguna Seca in California, but then I'm like a foreign track, probably Monza or like Brands Hatch.
Pretty cool tracks, so we need to get you to them one day so you can race them.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yep.
And
Yep.
then we finally meet so in real life. So it's still our goal, so we get this one day, I'm pretty sure. So, Samu, I need to ask now because I gotta leave later. Do you play Mario Kart? And yes, if yes, who do you play as? And also, do you play racing games in general? That's three questions
So
in one.
so I don't have my own device to play Mario Kart on, but whenever I'm at somebody's house or like a party or anything, we're always busting out the Mario Kart. I love it. It's so much fun. I think typically for some reason I tend to go towards Bowser for some reason, which I feel like probably isn't the fastest choice, but I don't know. Um,
That's a cool choice.
and okay. And then, do I play any racing games in general? I don't have like a gaming computer or anything, so it's kind of the same option. I mean, I didn't growing up. I didn't play video games or anything, so I'm not too into that world. But a lot of my friends have simulators, so again, like whenever I'm at someone's house, I'm playing on iRacing or something like that on the simulator. So.
Yeah, that's cool. I just got into the iRacing world earlier this year, so we don't talk about this. Was sim racing a part of the shootout, or was it left out?
Sim racing was a part of the shootout. It was obviously driving on track. There was media tests, interview tests, a fitness test that was crazy hard, and then the simulator tests. So I did not do that great in the simulator test. At last year's shootout, I actually did pretty good in the simulator test. This time, the test took place in a GT4 Cayman, and I don't know. I was like spinning out, but
I mean, as
yeah,
long as you stay on the real car on the track, it's not that the worst thing to do. So better
Right?
in sim racing than on the real track, I would say. So
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. I was like, listen, at least I didn't do that on track.
yeah, that's true. And then when you crash the car in iRacing, it's not that bad on a real track. So and not that expensive. All the stuff.
Yeah.
So like Magoo
It's
is
just like the new Gran Turismo movie, like that came out. I'm not sure if you but here in the U.S., the Gran Turismo movie just came out about. It's pretty cool because it's kind of almost like about the shootout that I was in, and it also the shootout happened the same month that the movie came out. It happened, this month,
that's so cool.
and
Yeah.
it's about like a sim racer going to real life in cars. So, and I
Yeah.
remember like a quote in the movie is like, "Oh well, you can't hit restart in a real car." So.
I want to watch it maybe next week or so. I definitely want to watch it. So yeah, I remember I played Gran Turismo. I think just on the PlayStation One. So you can think about how long this ago. So some many years. But yeah, I really want to watch the movie. So
Yeah.
yeah. No, like my group wrote, why play racing games when you get to the real thing? So I think that's pretty true. So yeah. Did I Which car would you like to drive one day, on track and off track?
Hmm.
All of them.
Well, I think off track would probably be the uh, Porsche GT3 RS. I just think that car is super cool. On track, probably like an Indy car would be the dream.
Oh yes.
Um, yeah, and also like I think I don't know. I want to do like one NASCAR race in my lifetime. Like I don't know. I've been going to a lot of NASCAR races recently, and the vibes are just super cool. And I wasn't expecting it. Like there's so many young people there. It's like just having so much fun in the infield. People are camping out. It's kind of like similar to the 24 Hours of Daytona race too, where it's just everybody's camped out in the infield. They're playing like cornhole, like beanbag toss, and just having a ball. And the fans were just amazing. It was just really cool. And I don't know, like obviously I'm a fan of road course racing, and NASCAR does have actually a decent amount of road course races on the schedule, but I think it would be really cool to do at least one NASCAR race.
I think it's like a big celebration thing, big party. So
Yeah.
I think that's just the spirit. We were at the 24 hours of Nürburgring this year, and I think it's yeah kind of the same. It's like a big party with people just enjoying motorsport and yeah, doing party all the time and watching cars going around, and that's so cool. I mean, I'm not the biggest NASCAR fan because I never got into the world so real, but it's pretty American. It's not so in Europe, so
Right,
we
right.
have the Euro NASCAR series now, but I think it's just road courses. I think they have
Oh,
no ovals, so yeah.
oh.
But
Hmm.
I think to race is always different than just to watch. So yeah.
Yeah,
But
of
IndyCar
course.
would be. I mean, we all know how big my IndyCar love is. So,
Oh yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
yeah. Da-da-dum. What does your weekly training looks like?
um, well, as far as like working out and everything, right now I don't have a gym membership, but I go for almost daily runs around my development. Thankfully, I my development kind of has like some running trails and paths, so that's really cool. I love doing that. And I keep like some weights at home, so I I do some weight training as well. And abs, just kind of the typical stuff. I also do the cliche racing exercise where you take a weight and you move it back and forth. That really helps with go karting because go karting is just so physical, and your shoulders have to be super strong because you have to like push on the wheel instead of pull it, and that's something that I sometimes struggle with. because once your arms get tired, you start pulling on the wheel instead of pushing away from your body. So, yeah. And then as far as, racing goes, I'd say my average is I'm doing some sort of race every like 2 to 3 weeks. Whether it's professional go karting. I'm also in the touring cart championship, which is Vivka's jersey,
Yes,
and
this one.
that's in that's like a traveling rental cart series. So those are obviously a little bit more laid back, but still super competitive. So I kind of fill in with those wherever I can, and then I'll just hit my local go kart track here and there, and then now that I'm a driver for PT Autosport, I actually have kind of my own fitness coach, so I'll be starting some more weekly programs with him, and I'll be starting doing some test days in the Porsche Boxster, and then fingers crossed, hopefully we might be doing some GT4 Cayman stuff next year. It's still in the works, but it's kind of looking like some GT4 Cayman stuff and some spec Porsche Boxster races, kind of a combination of those. So yeah.
We definitely cross our fingers. So let's make this happen. Yeah, it's so cool to see you. I mean, it's cool to see you racing karts, but to see you racing in cars is great too. So
Oh, thank you.
yeah, I mean, I since when I follow you, I'm not sure. 2020, 2021. I'm not sure, but you come such a long way till then, and it's amazing to see. And
Aww.
I think it's a big inspiration for so many, not just girls out there, but I think mostly girls, but boys too, to just, yeah, doing what they love and just going their way, and then you see which possibilities are open for you, or which doors are open for you, and you never give up and stuff. So yeah,
Oh, thank you so much. No, yeah, like I think it was probably around COVID time that we
yeah,
met, and yeah, a lot's changed since then. It's my career's kind of like springboarded, and now it's springboarded even more with winning the shootout. So
yeah.
um, it's
Hey.
really, I hope that it's an inspiration to everyone. I actually kind of talked about that a little bit in my pre-shootout interview at the shootout. How one of the questions was like, do you feel like you're being an inspiration for young girls? And I said, yeah, I think so. And obviously, I definitely want to be an inspiration for young girls, but I don't only want to be an inspiration for young girls. I want to be an inspiration for young racers in general. Not
Yeah,
just for women, because I didn't really have that like female role model growing up in the sport, but my love for the sport carried me through. So I don't think it's like absolutely needed for young girls to have that, one like female racer role model, because if they love it, they'll stay with it, but it's still obviously an encouragement and a good thing to have. So I'm happy to be that person, but I hope that I also inspire some young boys as well, and just kind of want to help the underprivileged in general too, because I feel like the main issue with the sport right now is just people who aren't millionaires can't race really usually. So I think we kind of just need to help the kind of the underprivileged in general, and that will automatically help more girls get into the sport too. So that's kind of my take on it. But I think that winning the shootout is also just really a big inspiration for girls too, because I believe that winning the shootout makes me the first woman in North America to win a mixed gendered racing shootout, like against Skies. Because I think the only other girl was Jamie Chadwick, if I'm mistaken. I'm not sure, but um, I know my PR team, and I've talked to some other people, and they think that's accurate, but um, yeah, let me know if you can think of anybody else in North America. But yeah,
I'm not sure either, but I think so too. I just thought about the Mazda MX-5 shootout, but it's they just won boys and the rest was a female section.
right,
So I
right,
think it
yeah,
could be, yeah. So
yeah,
and
yeah.
I
They
think
have a.
yeah, sorry.
Go ahead, go ahead.
um, I mean, I think it's an inspiration for really everyone, but I think it helps also for young girls to see a girl racing. I think that's like you said, when you want to do it and when you love do it, just stick with it and do it. But I think it helps this first step to see, oh, what is she doing? I want to try this as well, or something like this. So I think that's a big step for girls to just start with karting or whatever.
Right, to kind of, yeah, to get that first jump,
Yeah,
and then they'll find their love for it. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
because I think for many, I mean, it's better than in the last years, and I think in America this is still a bit better than in Europe. That it was so wait, girls can race too. So I think that is a big issue some years ago, and it still stick with it. So, but that's
Right.
just boys racing there. Yeah, but you can do it too, and I think it helps a lot just to see that girls are racing too. So in so many different series, I think we made a big step forwards in some years, so it's helping a lot to just see, oh, she can do it. Maybe I can do it too. So yeah,
Right. Yeah. No, yeah, no, definitely. It's I yeah, I get what you're saying because it's you pretty much only see guys at the racetrack even today. It's definitely grown. There's definitely
yeah,
more women there, but yeah, I mean I'd hope that in this day and age girls are kind of being born into this world already with the thought that they can do anything, but um, you never know. There are they might be still thinking that like yeah it's a guy's sport, it's a guy's world type thing. So
yeah. I mean, I see this not just for race drivers. The same when I'm in the media center as journalist or what. There are so few women there, so I'm more or less mostly just surrounded by men, even in the media center, and I think that's kind of crazy because it has nothing to do with physical work or whatever. It's just journalism. So why we are so few women there? That's kind of crazy from time to time, I think. So, but
right.
I think that will change. So we work for it, and I think it will change. So Magoo is asking, which drivers do you look up to?
So I look up to a few different drivers for kind of just individual things. I wouldn't say that I have this like one driver that is I'm a huge fan of type thing, but um, like for instance, Nicky Lauda for his like tenacity and just him still racing after that huge crash and the injuries that he sustained from it is just amazing, and just the person that he was overall. Um, Lando Norris, I love his kind of just carefree spirit and attitude. I kind of relate with that a lot. Even like James Hunt, at least from the movie, I'm not sure if this is like the Rush movie, at least from that movie. I'm not sure if it's accurate in real life, but like there are some things in there that I even relate to with him, even though he wasn't depicted in like the best light for the majority of the movie. But um, like for instance, kind of the feeling of not really having much emotion before a race, but then still somehow getting like stressed and like nervous and like throwing up. Like it's weird because I don't really feel stress in a way in my day to day life, but my body reacts to it even though I don't feel it. So sometimes I'll be like I feel perfectly fine. I'm not anxious or anything, and then I'll like throw up. Like it's like it's like so weird. So I kind of relate to him in that aspect. And uh, Michelle Newton, the rally driver. Her attitude and just strength in the sport was so amazing, and just I don't know, she's just probably the coolest person ever. I wish I could meet her, and uh, she really obviously did a lot for women in the sport too. So
Yeah, I saw the documentary lately on Sky, I think it was for us. It was pretty interesting. So yeah, she's a very cool person. I did a lot for the sport. Yeah, definitely.
yeah, definitely.
Have fun, Samu. Have fun watching your musical, and see you later. Just have
Bye, Summer.
fun.
Thanks for all the questions. It was nice meeting you.
I think I have a question Samu normally asks, so we can do this later. I think there is one question she normally asks, so maybe I can remember later to ask this. So
Sounds good.
yeah. But I wanted to ask, you was last year on the PT shootout, and how was it to just come back to the shootout? I think you were 2 or 3 getting again on the shootout. So how does it feel to get back and then to win it?
It felt amazing. Yeah, last year's shootout in 2022, I finished third. They said the main issue was my manual shifting. You know, us Americans, we don't we don't really. Uh, it's not common for people to know manual shifting
Yeah,
here.
it's so
So
strange for us in Europe or in Germany at least. So why? it's so normal for us. So yeah, manual shifting is so normal. So yeah, we kind
yeah,
of forget this. Yeah.
yeah. So I after I got third place last year, I won $5,000 for getting third place to attend a racing school or program of my choice. So I chose Skip Barber Racing School because they had the Mustang GT cars, and I was able to practice my manual shifting, and I got the heel towing down, things like that. And I came back this year. I put my best foot forward and ended up winning it, and it was really kind of a shock because going into this year's shootout, I was not confident at all because I had had a test day in the Porsche Boxsters with PT Autosport back in June, and I did horrible. Like it, it was so bad. Like I spun out. Like it was terrible. I didn't feel comfortable in the car at all. I didn't like driving it. I just could not perform at my best because I wasn't confident in my abilities in the car. I think kind of I didn't really get the weight transfer down of the mid-engine car versus like a front engine car that I was used to. And I really didn't think that the shootout was going to go well. I almost didn't want to come back and compete because of that. But I decided that I have to take every opportunity that comes my way. That's something that I've always lived by, and I decided, I'm gonna come back no matter what happens. And surprisingly, a lot of times in racing, at least, whenever I think I'm gonna do bad, I do good, and then whenever I think I'm gonna do good, I do bad. So, that's kind of been the kind of what happens in my life in racing. So going into it, I was like, listen, I think I'm gonna do really bad. Maybe that's good. And it turned out to be good. So, and immediately at the shootout, I pretty much, at least after the first session, I kind of took things really slow in the first session. Going into the second session on track, it was just balls to the wall. Like I felt super comfortable and confident in the car. Was able to push the car and just really put my best foot forward. Thanks to the instructors who helped me as well. And yeah, I ended up being you know one of the fastest on track. It wasn't all about speed. I think there was like one other driver who for the most part throughout the weekend was a little bit faster, but we also, everything else from the shootout was incorporated, like the media tests and fitness and everything like that. I think my media test really helped me as well because I took it as an opportunity to kind of present like a business pitch to the team almost. So I think that kind of stood out. And yeah, so I'm just really happy with my progression over the weekend. That's also what they were measuring. You know, they wanted somebody with a fast pace, but they also just wanted somebody who progressed over the weekend. And you know, I came back from last year, so I I needed to progress a lot to kind of prove myself that I should be invited back. And yeah, so I think I showed steady progress and fast progress throughout the weekend. So um, they decided that I was the worthy winner. So
Yeah, I think it was a pretty good decision. So, I mean, yeah, I'm
oh,
maybe not objective, but
yeah, you might be biased. You might be a little biased.
maybe. No, but I think yeah, I think it's normally not about just pace. I mean, they don't watch. I mean, it's cool when you're coming into a shootout and you are the fastest, but then nothing happens anymore. I think that's
Right.
more worse than when you are starting slower and then getting the curve up. So I think that's more important for yeah the people to see that you really progress. So after my experience, I saw some shootouts as media person in the last years. So I think that's way more important than just to be the fastest on track from day one or whatever.
Right.
So
Because
yeah,
if you're coachable, you'll become the fastest.
yeah.
So
And I mean, not all of us are the fastest from the beginning. So
right,
it's
right.
always a learning curve, so or a learning line, so should be
Yeah.
pretty normal. What racing series does she dream of to participate, like IMSA, World Endurance Championship, or NASCAR?
Well, I think the most realistic answer would be IMSA, and that's definitely would be a dream come true. It's you know racing anything at the high professional level would be a dream come true. But I think it would be cool if I could transition kind of from IMSA to NASCAR or even IndyCar at some point. IndyCar would probably be a little bit harder just because um, you know you need Formula Car experience and everything, and it just takes so much money to climb the road to IndyCar ladder. So, but there's a possibility that I could transition from IMSA or NASCAR to IndyCar in the future. But yeah, I think I'd be happy with IMSA for sure, and that's like sports car racing is kind of seems to be the route that has given me the most opportunities so far. So if that's what my career progresses to, perfectly fine by me. But I think like the ultimate dream would be NASCAR or
Never say never. So
IndyCar. Yeah,
we never know what happens. I mean, IMSA would be pretty cool. IMSA is amazing
yeah,
racing mostly, so
definitely.
that's
Yeah,
definitely a great goal to go. And yeah, never what happens. So many paths are going throughout the racing series when you watch all the IMSA racers or whatever racers. They just driving cars you think they would never thought about to drive them in the future. So you never know. So
right.
yeah. Are you racing ovals too? And if so, do you prefer oval or road?
So I've raced an oval like twice. I recently got an opportunity to race a micro sprint on dirt, which was super fun. Unfortunately, I didn't really get much seat time though because I only got to go out for the practice session so far because the transmission started having an issue like right before the heat races. Like I was actually suited up in the car, ready to go, and they turned the engine on to like lube the chain, and the transmission just like seized up. So I wasn't able to I guess specifically race on an oval, but and then I also did like some testing in a 305 sprint car on dirt, and that was like the most fun almost I've probably ever had in racing. It was so cool. Like I after I did that test day in the sprint car, I was like, I might need to transition to dirt racing, like, because it was just so much fun.
Yeah.
But the micro sprint, I mean, I really only had like a few laps in practice. Hopefully, I should be getting back into it before the end of the year. So hopefully, I can actually race it and get some more laps. But that was a little bit more difficult. The track that I was on, the turns 3 and 4 I got fine, but then turns 1 and 2 were like completely different. Like, in my head I'm thinking, okay, it's an oval, the turns are gonna be the same, but they were not. And I was just going way too wide, like coming out of turns 1 and 2, but then 3 and 4 I would get fine. So I didn't really get time to kind of figure that out yet. So hopefully I can get back in the car and figure it out. But I'd say overall, mainly, I like road courses better, but you know, ovals at least on dirt are definitely fun for sure.
It's definitely something different, and I think many people think, oh, oval racing is so easy, but I don't think it's that easy in real life. So
Right.
yeah, but yeah, I love more watching road course races, so I'm kind of with this answer. So yeah, I mean, I love IndyCar. They have ovals, of course, but I prefer mostly the road races.
Right. Yeah. They well, it depends. Like for instance, like in NASCAR and IndyCar have great racing on ovals and everything. And it's a super tight knit pack, so you could argue either way, like for the racing being better on ovals or road courses, because in road courses they might get spread out a little bit more, but it's still just as cool, if not cooler, of racing, just because of all the variables. So
Yeah, and when you get into it, you see how much is possible in oval racing, all the slipstream games and whatever else. So I think it can be very, very interesting as well. Just a very different kind of racing. So yeah,
right.
yeah. I think this question I could even answer myself. How many European ovals can you name?
Not a single one.
I'm the same. I'm European, but I have
Well,
no
you
idea.
said that even Euro NASCAR doesn't race on ovals,
No,
so
I don't think they
maybe
race on
there
all.
aren't any. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I have really no idea. Do you know some, Zach? When yes, then please, yeah, put it in chat because I have no idea. Venray? I never heard this. Oh, I have no freaking idea. I can't even type, so. Where is this? The Netherlands, okay. I never heard from this track. Interesting. Lausitzring is not a real oval. I'm not sure if you can. Wow. Lausitzring is my home track, and I know that Champ Car raced there back in the beginning of the 2000s. But I'm not sure if this is a real oval. So triangle
So
like Pocono, yeah, okay.
the funny thing is, Pocono is kind of my home NASCAR track. I live in Pennsylvania, so the Pocono Mountains, which the track is named after, are like an hour and a half from me.
I like Lausitzring for me, yeah.
So
But to answer this, the Lausitzring is not used as oval anymore, so I would not say it's an oval anymore. Unfortunately, so Rockingham is close to it, I think. I have really no idea about ovals in Europe, but it's very interesting. So we learned something new, definitely. I wasn't sure we have even ovals in Europe, but seems we have some. Interesting. And now I'm out of my thoughts. So. But yeah, that's pretty interesting. But yeah, I'm not really the oval race watcher, so maybe that's no. Don't be sorry. It's all good. So it's maybe not that surprising that I don't know real ovals in Europe. So oh no, we distracted with yes, maybe you're good in this. You're good in this. And I don't mind. That's pretty normal. That's what happens when you stream live and then people are asking questions. But I think that's interesting. So it's a lot other dynamic than just to just speak. We both just speak without the chat or whatever. I mean, I love this too. So, but that's a bit different because the people can ask questions and sometimes you read the question and think so, okay. It's interesting what you sometimes wants to know. So we had a chat with another race car driver, Laura Luft, beforehand, and we got stuck on electric cars and stuff. And I would never thought we would stuck with this topic in this interview. It was so interesting, honestly. So yeah, what's the best you have ever eaten on a racetrack?
Like food wise?
Yeah, I think so.
I ate a wall, and I'm just kidding. um, let's. Oh, I don't know. Well, in karting, and I think they're also starting to go to some other, like the Daytona 500, Daytona 24 hour. They go to those races too, but they started out in karting. It's called Vera's Racing Steak Truck. The only problem is I'm a vegetarian, so I can't always get food from there because sometimes they have a lot of like really cool sides. It's like Venezuelan food, I believe. So they'll have like plantain, like fried plantains, like they have this amazing sauce that's like so good. Like sometimes I'll just get like if they don't have any like like vegetarian sides, I'll just ask for like rice with like that sauce. Um but I guess I wouldn't really say that. I don't think that that's like my favorite because for the most part, I can't eat their specialty anyway. So I'm trying to think of some others. Um, I mean, in karting, we usually get there's this lady who comes to the races and caters food for all the teams, which is really cool. So she'll make just like full meals, like buffet style, and we just go and grab food. So that's really cool. A lot of times I'm like right on the cusp of the weight minimum, so I usually have to eat like 5,000 calories per day, like not even an exaggeration when I'm at these races because we're burning like karting burns 500 500 to 800 calories per half hour.
I should start
So
cutting again.
so I have to eat so much to maintain weight on these race weekends. So I'm just shoving anything in my mouth, but I don't know. There's definitely been something that I've gotten at the racetrack that was like amazing, and I'm forgetting. But I need to. I'm a huge foodie. I love food, so I need to find. This is gonna be my mission now. Actually, I'm gonna find the best food at a racetrack. That's gonna be. Maybe I'll do like a podcast on this or something.
Yeah,
So keep tuned, Zach. We're gonna do this.
it would be so interesting. But you see what I mean? You get questions you never thought about it before because
Yeah.
that's
No, and I'm glad that yeah.
that it's mostly really cool questions. But you think so, wow, I never would come to this question. So I think that's pretty cool on those Twitch interviews with live interaction. I love this. So Magoo is asking how long is a kart race?
It depends. So like a sprint race is usually about 20 to 25 minutes, I'd say. But then, I've done kart races that are 24-hour endurance races, with a team, but for the 24-hour, it was me and four other teammates, but we could have easily done it with like three of us. Because I've done 3 hour long stints before. I did a 3 hour long stint in that 24-hour race, and honestly, the first half hour is the hardest. So if you can get past that point, it's kind of just smooth sailing from there. It's kind of just you're it's still you still might get tired, but not nearly as much as in the first half hour. So you kind of get like that second wind. So I love endurance races. That's actually, I'd say, kind of my strong suit in karting is endurance races. I've been lucky enough to win a few, and yeah, they're really fun. So
Yeah, definitely. I want a karting too again now. I think the last time I was in a kart was, I don't know how long ago. I don't want to think about it. But now I want to, damn it. Um, did I miss any question? No, I don't think so. But yeah, I think karting
yeah,
is, yeah.
no, you go ahead.
I just wanted to say I think karting is a pretty good workout too. So that's good to have barbecue and karting when you came visit. Then yeah, but Magu, that's a good idea. Sit it on the list. Have you a karting track in your close to your home? So yeah, let's all go karting. Linda, we can
Yeah,
see if
please.
at Nürburgring next year when we do the 24 hours there is a car track. Yeah, sorry.
I'm so down. Let's do it.
Definitely. Let's all just meet. We need to see where we meet because we have now two Germans, one Swedish guy. We have some from the UK. You from the US. That will be very interesting to find a spot to meet.
Oh my gosh,
But that would be so cool. It just
that would be
looked
amazing. Yeah,
about 5 minute drive. Okay, Magu. When we visit you to barbecue, sometime we go karting. Belgium, yeah, Belgium we have two, so that will be interesting. That's a cool. We do a community meeting and then we go karting. And I
yeah.
think Brenna will win, but that's okay.
Y'all will give me a run for my money.
Yeah, we just meet in the middle of the Atlantic, so it could be difficult to race there, but okay. Underwater
I'm
karting.
sure there's an underwater racetrack somewhere.
That would be so cool, I think. The fish is around and you just drive. That's so cool. May take a few days to get there. Yeah, maybe. But I have holidays next week, so I could do it. I will win. Challenge. Can we get a 2 laps lead head start?
Are you sure you don't need three?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe more. But that would be so fun. I mean, never say never. Maybe we get this working one day. So
I think we can. I think it's possible.
definitely, that
Yeah.
would be so fun. They do have a two-seater car at the track, then I could have that.
I'll give you guys rides. I'll show you. That'll be like we'll have like a coaching session. Like you get in the seat next to me, and I show you the line.
Yes.
And then if you don't beat me after that, then I don't know.
But that would be so fun. And after this, we eat really good.
Oh, we find the best food by the racetrack.
Yes. Oh, that would be such a great,
That's,
amazing idea. I'm
well, I
into it.
should be. I mean, well, I'll be going overseas again, but I'll be in Dubai. Um,
It's for all of us far away, so we can do this all.
yeah, yeah. But maybe I can do like a connecting flight and stop in your guys' area before heading to Dubai, and
Yes,
Yeah, that'll be in March of 2024.
March. Okay. Yeah, that could be possible.
Yeah.
Boss, I need holidays. Why? I go karting in wherever. That would be so fun. That would be so fun. You start working if you win. Oh my god, that's mean. Ah, fair deal. Yeah, we definitely need to do this one day. That would be so fun. I just put this on my bucket list because that would
Okay.
be so cool. And I wear this shirt then, so
Oh my gosh.
definitely.
We'll twin. We'll wear our matching shirts.
Yes, and you can sign it. That would be so cool.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. I
That
will
would
do
be
that.
so cool. We do this. We do this. It will be on our list definitely because that's
Okay.
so
All
fun.
right.
It's so fun.
We're gonna keep it ready. March.
Yes,
Keep it on your calendars, guys.
definitely.
March.
So March is
2020.
karting and May is 24 hours of Nürburgring. So that would be so cool.
Sounds good.
Yes. Or you can visit us too for the 24 hours of Nürburgring. You can camp with us and
Okay. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
you can camp with me, Patty, and Linda. That will be so fun. I think this year we were around 30 hours on the grandstands. It was crazy. Just doing the night. Oh, we're gone, and we're so yeah, we stay. That's okay. It's freezing cold, but we stay here. Yeah, it was so fun. So many plans, and I need to come to America soon. So
Yes, you do.
I
You should
need.
come for the 24 hours of Daytona.
Yes, that's January, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 And one time more because I want to see the Indy 500 live.
Okay.
That's on the
Right.
bucket list too. So
I know. Yeah, you're an IndyCar fan, so yeah. What was I thinking? You gotta come for that.
or we can go to Laguna Seca for the IndyCar race. That would be cool too. And when we have some luck, the Mazda MX-5 Cup would be there too. That would be fun.
Oh, the Mazda MX-5 Cup is just crazy to watch. They're
Yes.
they're insane.
That's so fun. I never heard about the Mazda MX-5 Cup, and then Dan from Races Behind Helmets asked her, could you maybe cover it? I'm not sure when it was, 2020, 2021. And I said, yeah, sure, I do this. I have no knowledge about the series, but doesn't matter, I will do it. And then I watched the race and was so, okay, can I do it please every time now? Because that's so much fun. This
They're
was
crazy.
amazing.
Like they're all over the place, but it's amazing racing.
Yes, it is. It's always exciting. It's so close at the finish line. It's just crazy. So
Yeah,
it's fun to watch. So I hate it in
sure.
iRacing though, but the real stuff is cool.
Yeah.
You need a larger barbecue.
So
Yeah,
do
we,
you
we can do this then. Yeah.
so you play iRacing then, Vivka?
Yeah, I try.
That's awesome. That's so cool.
The team, so some of them here, so Linda, Paddy, and Magoo, and so they're doing the endurance races, so the 24-hour ones, and yeah, I'm there to join maybe one day. So yeah, yeah, I started. I'm not sure when I started, some months ago, so I'm not good, but I try to improve. So yeah.
No, that's great. I wish I had a simulator. Eventually I'll get one, but I don't have the money or the space right now. So
Yeah, yeah, I have just a wheel and pedals under my table, so it's not nothing special or so, but
okay.
it works at the moment. So one
Yeah.
day I need maybe to think about it, but at the moment it works like it is.
Yeah.
So yeah. Do you have other hobbies? Oh, I know at least one. I think.
Yeah, so I love to golf and
You're a racing
uh
driver, of course you like to golf.
right? That's what I was saying. Like everybody yeah, everybody I don't know, every race car driver is a golfer, I feel like. Sorry if it's a little loud all of a sudden. My mom just came in. But yeah, I love golfing and I like to roller skate. Me and my mom are big roller skaters. That's really fun and I also grew up a ballerina, so dancing is just the best. That's probably why I like roller skating too, because it's like it's like dancing to like 80s music on wheels. So it's super fun. So yeah, I'd say those are probably like my main hobbies is like golfing, dancing, roller skating, and then I also bowl too. Go bowling. Um, yeah, so I was on the varsity bowling team in high school, and I didn't stick with it throughout college or anything, but then this year I came back to it. So kind of like during the winter, I tend to bowl and roller skate, and then during the summer I golf, race, and whatever I can outdoors. So
Very, very sportive. So, yeah.
thank you.
And finding the best food on a racetrack. We don't forget this hobby
Yeah,
now.
I know. I'm gonna create some sort of a video series where I go
It
find
would
the
be,
best food at every racetrack.
I mean, it would be so cool to, I don't know, a YouTube a series or a podcast series. So every racetrack you're going around and just try to find the best food there, and then you rank it at the end of the season or whatever, or end of the year. That would be
Oh,
so
that'd be
fun.
so cool. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that out. My problem is I'm so technologically challenged. Like, I can't figure out YouTube for the life of me. Thankfully, I figured out TikTok. I have a pretty big TikTok, following, but I can't figure out YouTube. Like, I don't understand. I posted one YouTube video, and then I was never able to post a YouTube video after that. Like, I was able to compress the video in order to, send it to YouTube for that
Yeah,
video, and now my laptop like won't let me compress any other videos, and like I can't post YouTube anymore. So
yeah.
I don't know. I need some help. So if any of you guys uh know how to use YouTube, please let me know.
I mean, I could maybe help you later. So I have
Okay.
I have at least 2 YouTube channels. So one is not available anymore, but the other one is. So I'm sure
Vegetarian.
we can help you. I'm
Okay,
sure we can get this working. So,
so
and when we have questions I can't answer, then we can ask the others again. I'm pretty
okay.
sure they could help. So we have some smart people on Discord or so they can definitely help us. Then just drop all the links here in chat. Yes. Ugh. I used to.
Vegetarian fries bacon on racetrack.
Yeah, that maybe not, but we can name the series the best vegetarian food on a racetrack then. So.
Okay.
Or
Sounds good.
maybe you have every racetrack one of your teammates or whatever who eats meat, so they could do
Right.
they could do
Yeah, I could have a guest on
yes,
each. Yeah,
and
that'd be
that
so cool.
and they try maybe the meat stuff or whatever, so that could be interesting. So it's a
Yeah.
bit interactive or whatever. You're famous then. So
Oh my
yeah.
god.
I always try
That's
to
so
read the chat, yeah, but there's no question anymore. But yeah, that will be pretty cool. So, and then you get famous with this, and then
and then all the credit goes to you, Zach.
yes, and then we're all
and
famous. So
yeah, and Vivka too,
yes,
yeah.
so yeah, I put my Twitch logo on your card and also it's a sticker or so. Yeah, but that's so cool. So yeah. I'm kind of like the idea, to be honest.
I
That could
know,
be
me
really
too.
fun.
I'm gonna have to steal the idea, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I just have to figure out what platform to do it on, so we'll see.
I mean, TikTok would work too, just a short clip there or so. I mean, you can upload them to Instagram too and to YouTube too. So
Right. And TikTok actually it they're pushing like over 1 minute long videos now. So
yeah,
like that's actually kind of it would work out good cuz um the 1 minute I have to make videos over 1 minute in order to be eligible for like payments off of them. So
yeah,
yeah, that would be perfect actually.
definitely. And you can try. I mean, you can try out what works best for these videos or these short clips or whatever. So that could be pretty cool and pretty interesting. So
Yeah.
We
No,
work
yeah.
this out. We do a work group later, and then we work this out. I think we
And then
find a solution.
we figure out the karting plan
Yeah, yeah,
too.
definitely, definitely. So that will be so fun. Imagine we do a real community race with, I don't know, 8 people of us or so, and then
Yeah.
I mean that's half a grid, so it could be very very cool. So
Right. Yeah.
and it's
No,
a
for
track, so I would not really worry about my eyes because I can't really hurt someone. So that could work. I
yeah, no,
see
that'd be
enough to
great.
drive the track, I would say. So that will really
Yeah.
work. That would be so
Okay.
fun.
I'm excited.
Yes, we have so
Woo.
good plans here. So that's
Yeah.
so cool.
Awesome.
We just clip this later so that we never forget about it.
Right. Yeah.
That would be so cool. So I'm thinking about if I want to ask more about the shootout or if we have everything. I just have the press release here, so I just got through it. But I think
Oh, cool.
yeah, we got it. I think we all got a request from the PT Autosport team if we want to interview you for 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 an article, and I was like, I think I can ask yourself, but thanks for the opportunity.
Oh. That's awesome. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah, they've been reaching out to a few people, so that's actually that makes sense because the other day she was like, and to my understanding, you're already covered with racers behind the helmet, and I was like, yep, that's my friend Vivka. So
Yes, we
yeah,
so we try our best. It's so much work at the moment. I mean, it's amazing that we have so much work because that means that so many girls are out there racing. But sometimes
right.
it's so,
But
oh
yeah,
my
you
god.
cover every girl in the world, so
Not
it's
every, but
like
we try.
amazing.
Yes. I mean, we are a bit more people now because we got Liam in our team. So I just asked him once if he could help us because one of us was really available, and now he is stick with us. So he is amazing. He writes so many stuff in such a short time. I always getting so, how the hell when you did this? That's really amazing. So we have some more help, so that's we cover way more at the moment, but it's still much of work. But we try our best.
Yeah.
And yeah, our piece about the PT Autosport shootout will coming soon as well. So yeah.
Awesome. I'm so
And
excited.
I mean, when I have any more questions when I write it, I was asked you, so it's not so
Yeah,
bad
of
when
course.
we miss stuff now. So I
Right.
know how to
Yeah.
reach out to you.
Yeah,
So,
thankfully.
yes. I can't remember how we started, but I think I found you on Instagram. But
Yeah, I'm not sure either actually.
I always
It's so
forget
funny
it.
because same, I always forget this with all my friends, from in general, like it's just I'm so used to us being friends that I don't I don't even think about how we started.
Yeah. And then you have this one piece in your head, and you think, how the hell we started out? I have no idea. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
But I have this with so
It is.
many people, so it's not
Yeah.
a rare thing. So,
Yeah, I know. It's almost like you just popped into my
bam!
life.
Yes. And I mean, it was I wanted to say love on the first sign, but I'm not sure to say it. Um, yeah, I think
Yeah.
we got along very good from the first time we wrote and the first time we chat. So
Yeah.
that's how it works sometimes.
Right? It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Chad, have you any more questions? I think Samu is always asking what you would say young girls starting in the sport in general. Wow, what a sentence! What was this? So
Yeah, like what advice would I give
yes,
to Yeah, okay.
yes. Yep.
Yeah. No, no. The English is great. It's great. So I would just say, don't give up on your dreams. Obviously that's kind of a cliche thing to say, but it's really true because, not everybody is born into, money, things like that it's kind of necessary to have with racing, but there's always going to be some sort of opportunity in your life that you just need to pounce on. Like these shootouts or any other opportunity, you know, you can, if you work towards it and you love it, you'll make it happen. Just take every opportunity that comes your way, and the dream will come true, because you know you'll be working towards it, and a lot of times it won't even feel like work, but you know it's it still is, because you're working towards that dream in every aspect of your life. You know, you're just putting your best foot forward, looking for sponsors, any connections you can make, and a lot of times the opportunities might even fall in your lap sometimes, because you've already done the work behind the scenes and in the past, that now an opportunity might just arise when you're not even specifically looking for one, or anything like that. But obviously still work for it and work hard, but sometimes you'll get lucky, because it's kind of like a reward, for all the hard work you've done in the past. You know, right when you feel like you're gonna give up, something will arise. So just stay with it. If it's what you love, you know, you'll make it happen.
Yeah, I can so sign this because as I joined races, I think short before I was so, okay, I would never make it to motorsport stuff or whatever. And then, yeah, I got this opportunity and I was so, what? But yeah, of course I say yes. And yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
that's it's funny like that. Like a lot of people are like, oh well, you know, opportunities come when you're working super hard, which is accurate. You know, all of us have to work for opportunities, but a lot of times, even though we worked, you know, in the past, or you know, sometimes they just fall in your lap when you're not even looking for them
yeah,
at that specific moment.
yeah.
So that's it's kind of funny how life is. Like, you know, like for instance, there's that saying where like, oh, you'll a relationship will fall in your lap when you don't want a relationship type thing, or like something like, it's like almost, it's life is just coincidental like that, you know.
That's so true. And I mean, I gave more or less gave up on this point, so I thought I would never make it really a motorsport like I did now. I do now. So I mean, all the work I made in the past was the way to it because Dan saw it and just asked me because of the work I did in the past. So he saw I'm
Yeah,
interested in motorsport and I doing stuff about motorsport, and even I was not really active at this moment. He saw it and he just asked me, and then this was the way into it. I mean, I did
exactly.
not real accreditation stuff this year, but when I remember last year, where I was so often on a racetrack on the media side, it was amazing to stay in the grid before the race start and just talk with the people and make, I don't know, photos or videos or whatever. That's amazing to, yeah, to be so close, standing in the pits in the pit box when the driver change is or when they're getting ready or whatever. It's just amazing. So it's nothing
Yeah,
a normal spectator really see that close. So that's so interesting. Hang
that's
on, you're
yeah.
interested in motorsport. That's so cool. Thanks, Magoo.
We got a jokester in the chat.
Yeah, definitely. I'm used to them. So yeah. No, but that's something. Yeah, never give up. I mean, even when you feel it's not working out at this moment, you never know what the next door is. So just
Right.
do what you love and do what you want, and yeah, you will
Yep.
never know
You
what
never know.
happens.
You never know when an opportunity is gonna come your way. So
That's so true. So hopefully we see you racing an IMSA and an NASCAR and an IndyCar and in every race car you want to drive. And
all
yes,
three, right?
not at the same time maybe, but yes.
I think we can do them all. You know, we can do
Yeah,
them all at the same time and add karting in, because we'll never stop karting. So we
yeah,
got to keep ourselves in shape somehow. So
that's so true. And I mean, karting is more or less the I don't want to say the true motorsport, but the um I don't know the word in English and in
the
German.
like the
Yeah,
foundation of motorsport, kind of.
yeah, like
Or
this. So that's the yeah, that's the thing. So karting, when you break motorsport into karting, that's the pure stuff. So Le Mans 2024 in a hypercar. You know what to do, Brenna.
Okay, I will do that.
Have fun, Patty, and good luck in the race. I will join later in. Have fun. Don't crash, Patty. Yeah. We trust Patty. You will not crash. So. Yeah, he's doing iRacing now.
Oh, cool. Good luck, Patty.
He will do it. We can win. Yeah, we can win. That's true. We all can win.
You got this.
Yes. So yeah. I mean, I won't. Oh. Just do what you do ever, so you will make it true. I will join later. But yeah. Me and Tank Racing too. Oh, I will join your. You stream, Linda. You stream later the race. Then I will join all of you later. So. Team spirit. So I will not race, but I will watch it. I think I have not the right. Oh, I think I could. I should say no more. When I say I have the right license to race in the series, they want to see me racing. I don't have the right license. So yeah. So have you any more questions, chat? Because if not, I maybe think about my own question, or we slowly come to an end for today. We have always the opportunity to get you again on the stream, of course. I mean, I think
cool, yeah.
all of the guys I had in this chat so far are interested to coming back. Even Sabra Cook, that was really a cool opportunity for me to have a chat with Sabra Cook. So yeah. Never think you're not good enough.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'd be happy to come on again for sure.
Yes, and we definitely do this more often. So
Yeah.
so chat with each other. Maybe not with chat, but chat with each other.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, chat. You can't always join my chats with Brenna. I love you all, but yeah. Sometimes, No. Not cry, all of you. The most you see. I need to think about. I have maybe a guest for the one of the next ones, but we are not sure about date at the moment. So let's see. It's a rally co-driver, so it could be interesting too.
Ooh, that would be cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I try to have as many motorsport people as I can from different fields. So mostly it's women interesting, but it seems I have a good connection to most of the female drivers and female stuff in motorsport. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, I wonder why. I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Yeah, but at least I try to have. We had journalists and racing driver co-drivers. I try to get some photographers and stuff, so commentators. I try to mix it as colorful as I can, so we have many different insights into the motorsport scene. So yeah.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. It's really cool what you're doing.
Yeah, I always anxious before I start these streams, but when I'm in, so okay, it's all easy.
No, don't be anxious. You do great.
But the first 10 minutes is always before we starting, so oh my god, why I'm doing this, and then we start the stream and all is good, and then I'm so why I'm even thinking about this, and then the next stream is on, the next interview stream, and so okay, why I'm doing this, so it's so strange, but yeah.
No, you're always a really great person to talk to, and
I try my best. I had one of the chat with earlier was Laura Luft, and she was my ever first interview. I did it on phone. She's German too, so we did it in German.
Oh wow!
And I was so nervous, and we had her earlier this year on the chat with format, and she was. I was telling her I was so freaking nervous as we called, and she was so. I never get it that you were so nervous. And so yeah, I'm good in hiding, but I was so nervous. It was so cool.
Oh my
And
gosh.
we
Yeah, you'd
we
never know.
yeah, and we met this year the first time ever in real life on the Nürburgring, and it was so cool. That was special, yeah. So
That's
yeah,
awesome. Oh,
but yeah,
my doggies are getting impatient with me. They've
no,
been on for so long.
they're so cute. I have no idea where the cats are. One. Hello, doggy. Yeah, we have just a cat cam emote. Animals amazing. They were the pure love. But yeah, I mean we can slowly close the stream, so I see Paddy and Linda already starting their streams, so we can come to an end slowly. When I have any more questions about the shootout, I can ask you then when I write the piece.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, just message
So
me and yeah,
okay.
that's fine with me. I my stomach's starting to growl, so
Yeah,
I have to find some good food near a racetrack.
definitely, definitely. We really need to do something out of this, even when it's just a TikTok series or so. We definitely
Yeah,
need to do something out of it. That's
yeah.
so cool. And yeah, I can explain you a bit about YouTube maybe later on. So we find a way.
Okay.
We find a way to
Yeah,
get this right.
sounds
So
good.
yeah,
Sounds good. Excited.
I would say, Chad, thank you very much for being here. I you can how I do this. Damn, it's my own it's my own stream, and I don't know how to do this.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. It's been awesome getting a chat with you guys and thanks for having me.
Definitely. I hope we see you back on the stream one day because I definitely think you have so much more to tell. Uh,
Oh, thank you.
Maybe next year or so, so we can catch up with all the
Yeah.
latest stuff. You always
Yeah.
can join Brenna on Instagram. I think I posted this link some times in the stream already. I gave you a shout out to Linda, so when you all want to watch some iRacing, you can go to Linda or to Paddy, but I know Paddy is not doing this for viewers, so just find him.
Yeah,
So
cool.
yeah, Magu says thank you, Brenna, very interesting, and I would say the same. That was very, very cool, as always, when we chat. So, yeah, chat, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, lurking, asking questions. Thank you very much for the link, Magu. And you want to join Paddy, you can link this. You can link this link. You can click this link, of course. And then we may see us in one of the other streams. And yeah, when you want, we can see us again on the 8th of September because I do a short stream break. So we see us again on the 8th of September with The Last of Us Part 2 again. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for being here, Brenna. And I
Yeah,
would,
thank you so much for having me.
as always, and I would say end the stream. Have a great, great Saturday we have. Have a great, great weekend, guys, and a great time until we see us again. You can join me on Discord, Instagram, whatever you want. And see you soon again. So, bye bye.
Bye. Thanks, chat.